So, my question for you is, to anyone who is experiencing domestic abuse, has yet to speak out, what would you advise them to do?
Okay, good question. Hello, ma'am. Good question. What to do? Right now, again, as I start this off with a Pandora's box, because of as all the things I listed, the problems for a woman, because a lot of people, as they say, will look at a young woman or middle-aged woman or whatever in this situation and say, I wouldn't put up with that. Well, as I've said, the complications are there's her personal feelings, there's the fear, economically what she can do. Does her family want her to stay there? You know, what's her mother and father going to think? Her own pressure and her religious position, you know, in a Christian is difficult. So the first thing she should do, and again, this whole situation, sadly, doesn't have a clear answer, and for some people does not have an answer, because she's going to need to speak to someone. Now, that's providing she has someone to speak to. Now, that could be someone in her family. Don't know how close she is to her parents, what their action is going to be, brothers, cousins, or whatever. Is there someone in your family you can, in confidence, talk to? And also, if anyone ever does approach you like this to speak in confidence, then that really must be in confidence. You know, if you get anyone ever discussing you in life, something like this, it must be in confidence, because if it gets out, she will pay the price for it. So there's your family, there's friends. Is there a close friend maybe you can go and talk to? I don't know, in my world, we have the social services department of social workers. So, and normally, and actually at the moment, interesting, at the moment, because of the lockdown and the lockdown in the UK, because we have much bigger, longer COVID problems than did in Malaysia. I mean, our death toll, I think now, is getting close to 100,000 dead. And our population's only twice what Malaysia is. So they've got lots of lockdowns, which has been going on now for some time. So consequently, there is a big increase at the moment in domestic abuse, because people are off work and are shut indoors because they're not allowed to go out. They can't go. So you have a lot more flashpoints and a lot more domestic abuse at the moment. Such now that I saw in the news 2 days ago, actually, that there is a code word out. I forget what it is now. Is it union? Oh, it doesn't affect me. But it's on the national news in the UK. They've given a code word that if you are suffering at the present moment from domestic abuse, bearing in mind your abuser is in the house all the time, you cannot ask for help because he's going to hear, because he's in the house with you. If you, for what pretext, can get yourself to a pharmacy, chemist shop, the pharmacists now have a contact number. So if you go to your pharmacy and give this code word to them, they will take you to the side on the pretext of doing your medicine and give you a contact number where you can hopefully get some help. Well, you will get some help or counselling. So that's quite topical at the moment. That's in the last 2 days. Now, if you Google it, you're probably going to pick it up. It's on the BBC News, because domestic abuse is become very big at the moment because of the lockdown. So you have the social services, which that code word would put you in touch with. Then maybe they should then look at their religious bodies, you know, be it the imam, the priest, the whatever. There may be someone there, maybe you can talk there. But then that's also complicated when you're talking to someone, because they might be connected to the husband. So it's also a flashpoint, which is why when someone talks to someone, it mustn't get back to the abuser, because the backlash would be quite bad for the woman. So the question is, it might not actually have an answer. The person needs to talk to somebody and hopefully to engineer through their family, through a friend, a safe place to go to. And in my world, when it gets really bad and the woman decides to leave, it's done when he goes out somewhere. She grabs all her stuff, grabs the children and gone. And normally to one of our safe houses. But that's providing you've got a safe house to go to. So that means her obviously just leaving with what she can get in one suitcase and normally having to leave quite quickly. But that gets you to a safe place. It's the whole thing is easier said than done. And the thing you've taken on board is actually a very serious but very difficult situation. But that's it. All they can do is look for help and look for a place of safety, and hopefully they can get that. But maybe some people cannot. So I'm despondent there, but some people cannot. Okay.